believe I'm in GTA 5, man. Fuck. Do I games made in Scotland, do you know that? It wasn't you didn't do it, it was me. It was fucking me. Not me personally, but, you know, closer to being me than to you.
Alright, let's go 2 personal.
Thanks for coming to this show and not staying home or even going to see WWE Money in the Bank, which is happening right now in LA. So thanks for coming here instead. I know what I'd rather be.
The crowd slowly dispersing.
No, shit, I forgot that was on. Fuck. Shit, I forgot that was on. I can't believe I'm in GTA 5. I can't believe it, man. I met 3 very old friends tonight from the computer. They're all there. Ben, Ricky, Adam. Oh, I'm so happy.
This is like the most excited guy to be in America right now.
A lot of you guys have been like, oh, this country sucks. No, it doesn't. It's good. You don't get White Castle in fucking Scotland, man. Love it.
I've seen the best. Anyway, this one's called Narcissist. It's actually about Taylor and Breaking Up.
mistake because the kick drum moved away. Normally I don't make mistakes. That did not count as a mistake. So you go away with this, remembering that I played perfectly. Right? Okay. Okay? Okay. That's all I had to say.
Basically, everything I say is the crucial information. Anything that he says it's just noise. It's just fluff, right?
It is no. Probably that's low.
I was going to say we got merch, you know.
That's so
I said the song titles, we got merch, blah blah, crucial information.
No, but then
This is just kind of like, think of it like feedback from an animal.
he's talking about merch. Do you guys? You need to spend money on merch. Guess what? I've got fucking. I remember stuff. Remember? But, so, for example, there's like SIM cards. I'll tell you that in a bit. But do you guys remember? I'll tell them right now. Fuck it. You seem keen. You all seem very keen. Do you remember like 20 years ago when SIM cards were like this size? Yeah. You need to fucking welcome me here up LA. Remember like 20 years ago when SIM cards were like this size? And then like 15 years ago they made them like a bit smaller, like kind of like this size. Yeah. And then like 10 years ago they made them even smaller, the size that they still are. I tell you, these SIM cards, they're getting smaller and smaller every year. Soon you're going to need a magnifying glass to even see them.
Bill Gates.
I was in the park film.
Don't do that one. That's when we only pull that one out when things are
That's Desperate Times, yeah, that's Straits.
And this is a brand new one. Thank you. This is our last tune. We've been the Tubs. Thank you to
I